What's up guys, Sereno122 here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the new map Hydro and the new gun the Peacemaker, which is in the Revolution DLC that just came out for Black Ops 2 on Tuesday. I loved all of the map packs a lot in Black Ops, and in Black Ops 2 I was really trying to think of how they were going to top what they did in Black Ops. I mean, that might not be the same for all of you, but for me that was definitely true with the map packs in Black Ops. And saying that, if you don't have this map pack yet already, I'm gonna really recommend you getting this. It's 1,200 Microsoft points if you don't have the season pass. If you're gonna get the season pass and you plan on getting the rest of the DLC, the season pass is 4,000 Microsoft points, so $50. So I think this is probably one of the best map packs that Treyarch has made, just all around. All four of the multiplayer maps are super well done, and I mean, I don't hate any of them. Like, there's usually always one of those maps that you always hate in the DLC, but this one, I like them all, like, really, really well. And to top that off, they did an amazing zombie maps, and it's harder than it's ever been before, and it's really interesting how they've done the layout, and it's not like any zombie map we've really seen them do before, and it's really awesome what they did with that as well. So like I said at the very beginning of the video, I really want to mainly talk to you about this map Hydro that I'm playing on right now, and a little bit about the Peacekeeper as well. So Hydro so far has probably been my favorite map. I'm not certain about that because I also really like Grind, and I'll do a commentary on that one later. But Grind and Hydro have so far probably been my two favorite maps on the DLC. Even though all of them are up there, it's just these two, for some reason, even though that's half of them, they were out of the four were really well done, I felt like. And probably the only reason Hydro I like a little bit more than Grind is because of the fact that Grind is super fast-paced all the time. Not Nuketown fast, but still a lot faster than Hydro or the other DLC maps that they released. But the reason I like Hydro is because it's close to that pace, but it's not that same exact pace, and it feels it's a nice rhythm that you kind of get into on this map. And then the symmetry and the symmetrical of the map also helps as well, with just kind of giving you a really good feel about the map as well. And then as well as the map layout, just with using elevations in clever ways, like you see with B, and how it's kind of that hill and stuff. When you're like capturing it, you have this advantage over kind of the people that are walking up that little hill, but also it gives a really kind of just interesting it gives interesting sight lines and things as well, and just giving like the advantages to certain people, and like who has the best jump on who, and who's gonna end up getting the kill because they can see whoever first. And then also by this ledge where you see me capturing the flag right now is actually a really good ledge, like that you can camp on. Well, not camp on, but you use to capture the objective, and you can actually end up racking up a few first at the very beginning of the match if you go there quick enough and are careful enough to kill those enemies that are usually up on that ledge up there. If you can kill them quick enough, or you can get over to that area fast enough, there's usually enemies camping right over there behind that cover. And what's really great about that spot is that you can always see both sides of the cover. So you obviously really want to pay attention to the flags and which ones you have capped, because that's really going to ultimately determine which side they're going to come from and be behind on which side of the cover. But that gives you a huge advantage over those people, because they have nowhere to really go once you get up there, and you can just have basically free kills once you get there. And so another really interesting kind of deal with this whole map is underneath the map is the floodgates. Kind of this area right here is just kind of the middle of the map. There's this guy that comes on over the loudspeaker. I'm not sure what he says. I haven't really paid attention exactly what he says, but he says some words, and that's kind of your warning that the floodgates are about to be released. So if you're in that tunnel, then you gotta get out of there because you're gonna die otherwise. And so I don't really like going down there. I mean, I've kind of gotten over the fact that it happens pretty quick. It doesn't happen very often either, and it goes by pretty quick. So I would suggest mostly about that part of the map is just to try and make sure that you probably don't want to stay there too long, but I mean, it's not a big deal if you're in there for quite a while. Just as long as you're pretty observant and listening to when the guy speaks, that's the most important thing, is that as long as you listen to that, then you should be fine. The ski lifts on downhill, on the other hand, well, I'll just say that I'll save that for another commentary, because that's a completely different story. But what as you can see from that last section, I did pretty good this game. I got my swarm this game, and I just got really good with kind of when I got over to that little area where you saw in the last round. I just got really kind of fortunate on every single kill I got over there, and I just kept mowing them down, which I got pretty lucky about, which was really awesome as well. I mean, I was kind of surprised I didn't die. I don't know how I didn't die, especially when I got concussions, but, you know, that's whatever. But I think mostly, I mean, I had been having trouble getting Swarm on these new maps, like the very first day it came out, but I guess that's mostly from just trying to learn the maps and stuff like that. And I mean, that's pretty common if you're just trying to learn the maps and figure them out, which it isn't hard to figure out these maps, which is really nice. It doesn't take that much time or effort just because the maps are pretty symmetrical, such as Mirage as well. I mean, even it's kind of named just Mirage, but as well, it's just especially Hydro, you can see it's very symmetrical. So if you know half of the map, then you know the other half. It's just obviously just like opposite. So that really kind of just was nice about these new maps, is that it wasn't like a big learning curve like some of like other maps have been. Just obviously learning strategic positions and stuff will take a little bit longer, but this just learning the map, the basic layout of the map, is pretty simple with these new maps, considering how symmetrical they are and stuff. So like I said before, I was going to try to talk about the Peacekeeper a little bit, which you can obviously I'm using right here with just a silencer and a red dot. I had a stock as well on it before, along with the silencer and red dot. I didn't really like the stock. If you remember from Modern Warfare 3 with the Stalker perk, honestly, for me, a player like how I play, that perk was, if you can bear with me, was so helpful that it actually hurt me, because of the fact I can move so quick that I felt awesome, but it was so quick, I just missed every shot, and it was just bad. So I took off the stock and I just went back to this, and as you can see, it's obviously working because I did really well this match. In that little section right there, I kind of just, I don't know, that was awesome though. I was really happy about that. I couldn't believe I was alive there either, because you know, snipers in this game, they just pull the trigger and you're dead. Not hating on any of those people that are actually really good with snipers, but the Peacekeeper overall, like I said, is awesome gun. It's really good, and it's kind of a hybrid almost between an SMG and a assault rifle, which is what a lot of people have been saying, which I would say that's very true, because this gun does a lot more damage long range than a normal SMG does. And I think that constitutes a lot from the fact that its fire rate is so much lower, so it's obviously, you're going to be able to compensate for kick a lot better, kind of like you do with assault rifles, because of the fact that they shoot slower. But if you haven't tried out this weapon yet, you need to now, because the gun is obviously, I mean, it's overpowered, and that's, I mean, you can't really question that. It's pretty overpowered. So I would try it out and use it a lot before Treyarch patches it, like I know they will probably end up doing in the near future, just because they're obviously not going to patch it now because they want people to have fun with it, but I honestly feel like they're probably going to patch it pretty soon. But I'm gonna try to make some other videos about the other maps as soon as I possibly can. Except, like I said, I'll be working on my montage a lot, so I'll be spending a lot of time doing that, and then, like I'm doing now, just spending some time working on videos for commentaries and stuff, and just trying to get some overviews. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Black Ops 2 DLC and other upcoming games, and I'll see you guys later. Signing out.